What is up, guys? Grimscreed here, and we're going to show you what basically happens after you've completed all 3 Easter eggs, which is obviously on Transit, Tower of Babel, Dire Rise, High Maintenance, and Buried via Mind Games. So, when you completed all 3, obviously you get the little blue pulses across the icons that are on the global map when you go to load up your zombie game and choose your map. And then in order to get the electronic little lightning bolts that come out the 4 corners, you have to activate the nav cards at each designation. So the nav card from Transit will activate the nav card reader in Dire Rise. The nav card from Dire Rise will activate the one on Buried, and Buried will activate Transit. Once you've activated all 3 of those and you have all the 3 pulses / lightning bolts at the same time, you then need to come back into the game of Buried. Now you have to have all 4 players completing the same Easter egg. So if you followed Richtofen on Transit and Dire Rise and Buried, you have to have done the Richtofen side, and the same if you want to do Maxis' side, then obviously all 3 have to be on Maxis, as well as the other 3 players that are playing with you as well. I did do the Easter egg, obviously, because I'm showing you this video of me actually obviously completing this last final step. But unfortunately, in regards to Buried and not doing the Easter egg, it kind of basically didn't work for us. What I was going to do is to save recording as I kind of went along and played. I decided to use the theatre mode. We did it once, and for some reason theatre mode just wasn't having any of it. It wouldn't let me record, it wouldn't load. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to leave it for a week, because it kind of was a bit of a, it's quite of a hard Easter egg at the end there, especially if you've got people trying to learn the actual targets to shoot and so on. So we tried it again about a week or so later. We eventually completed the Easter egg, and again the file wouldn't load. So I gave up trying, basically. There's obviously a lot of other tutorials out there, etc, etc. So yeah. So basically, once you have finally completed all of your Easter eggs, etc., you need to then head into the courthouse, which is where we are now. And if you head into the back room, go through towards the little judgy courty area, and head to that room, you'll see that big box on the side there. All 4 columns, basically it all has to be blue. When you walk towards it, it flips down, and obviously there's a big button that says push, and we push it in just a second. I'm going to go into 3rd person view here, just because I want to see Samuel Stuhlinger's eyes when it fucking finally. In fact, I'll go free cam and I'll just follow my player. I'm on fix cam for some reason. There we go. I just hit the button. Let's go free camera mode. There we go. Right, I'll follow my player now, because where am I? There I am.
Finally, I am in control! The ether is mine to manipulate as I wish. The world is now my own! As an plaything! What have you done? I've done
Excuse me.
That's what I've done! But what about Samantha? Your actions condemn my daughter's very soul to eternal damnation! Even if you do not care for her, surely you wish to return to your own body! Not really, no. But I already possess the power to leave this netherworld and re-enter the physical realm once more. I can choose any body I wish. As for you, Maxis, you will simply cease to be. I'll be back, owners. No! Take a deep breath, Samuel. We're about to get a whole lot closer. At last I am... Oh, what's the matter? Corporeal? No, physical. Whatever. I have my very own body. Double points. I can touch. Having it a little more. I can feel. I can smell. Oh, maybe that's not such a good thing. What is that stink? No, wait, something's wrong. I'm struggling to control my movement. Okay, maybe I just need some practice. Hey! What's going on?
Oh, Samuel! You're still here? Okay. This is a little awkward. It's really not that different how things were before, Sammy. We get to talk to each other, play games, have fun. It's really quite exciting. You'll like the fact that we're going to be eating more salad. That doesn't come in a bowl, but I do understand. Just carry on as normal, and I'll try to leave you alone for a while. Calm it down! I got fucking
Right, so basically, obviously, you heard what Richtofen said there, and apologise about coughing halfway through that. I forgot I didn't mute my mic, but yeah, no. Basically, obviously, now we've activated Richtofen's side. We've done what he's asked to do throughout the entire campaign of the zombies maps that we've gone through, and he now has full control over the ether. And he also has control of the world, and he can basically put himself into anybody he wants to. For some bizarre reason, he's chosen Stuhlinger. Now, obviously, Stuhlinger's been a bit of attention's gone towards Stuhlinger, obviously because there's the random bandage on his right leg, I believe it is, or left leg. There's also all these comments and talks about eating flesh and stuff like that. All the flesh is making them hungry, and there's quite a few interesting quotes from this one as well that I can't quite remember off the top of my head because I literally have just finished playing this game. It was meant to be a quick play, and we ended up going to like round 30 or something odd. So yeah, and then I was like, fuck, I've got work in the morning, need to go to sleep. But yeah, so now, yeah, Richtofen's fully in control for us, for the side that we've chosen. And I'm going to tie the ending of this and the Easter eggs that we've just done, obviously, for Transit, Die Rise, and Buried. And I've been talking to the guys a lot, and we've been looking at the possible theories of what's happening, and what's actually going on in regards to, is this going to affect the next DLC? And we believe that it isn't. We believe, and again, this is just a theory, this is an idea, we're thinking about it, that, and obviously the new trailer as well is out on Treyarch, by the way, guys, on Treyarch's YouTube channel, check it out. It looks fucking immense. I'll put a link in the description, gotta watch it, it's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, we don't believe that it has, Buried does not carry on to, well, obviously it's back in time, obviously, but we believe that Buried was before, or possibly before 1918, which is obviously when the next DLC is based in, that Origins is based in. But we strongly believe that they are, obviously they're going back to the start, we all reunite, and this effect isn't going to take effect in the next DLC. So it's a case of, this is where the progression of the story ends. Possibly just for now. Call of Duty Wiki, I believe I read somewhere that Treyarch have written that Origins is the next chapter to their story, so they're not finished yet. And although they turned around and said at the beginning of the first reveal trailer, or sneaky peek at the new zombies, was said that every beginning has an end, and a lot of people were like, this is the end of zombies, they're taking us back to the start and then we're going to finish it. And I believed that at first, just by reading that and looking at the stuff that happens. I don't actually believe it so much now. I don't think it is going to be the end of the story. I believe that they're going to go back to the beginning, and they're going to tell the story as it was. And obviously, if you've already watched the trailer that's just come out, then obviously you'll understand that. And yeah, I think that they'll finish on a cliffhanger on Origins. A lot of questions will be answered. We'll have a lot of information provided to us of how shit actually happened. I mean, obviously, just looking at the trailer, the fact that the zombies were always there, they were just kind of locked away, and as they've killed people, the 115 and so on, it's kind of just made more zombies, and they've spread and so on. But what was I getting to? I was actually getting to something, and then I lost it. Yeah, I believe that then obviously when Treyarch make their next Call of Duty, will obviously be 2014, that they'll carry on from the beginning. So however Origins finishes in regards to the Easter egg and information provided. And I thought I might mention that I said Easter egg there, and I should be saying Easter eggs, as quoted in the second trailer when they did the whole DLC reveal of the 4 multiplayer maps, and then obviously the zombie map at the end. The guy actually quoted, and go check it out as well. He turns around and says about how you can use the tank that obviously maneuvers around the map, etc. And he says it also could be a good spot for spotting some Easter eggs. So there was an S definitely on the end of eggs, so that I reckon that there is more than one, or he's hinting there's more than one, or either that he just didn't realise what he was saying and there is only going to be one. Who knows? We'll find out in like what, 4 days. So yeah, pretty close. Actually, I can't count as 5, but still. So and yeah, when the new Call of Duty comes out in 2014, I believe that it will be carried on from Origins. So we'll complete Origins and we'll finish wherever it finishes off, and so on and so forth. Probably leave us on a fucking cliffhanger like Moon did, and we'll then have to wait another whole sexual year, unfortunately, before we get any more zombies. And they'll carry on from Origins and progress through to how the characters developed, what maps and locations they're going to bring us all the way back to where they first introduced these 4 characters, which I believe was what it was, Shino Numa, because obviously on Nacht and Barut it was the 4 random veteran soldiers. Veteran soldiers? Or why did I say veteran? What the fuck, Adam? Veteran. I'm tired, it is like very late. But yeah, the 4 random soldiers in Barut and Nacht. So yes, so I think that's what they're going to do on the next zombies. Hopefully not all the DLC will be just building up to Shino again. It would be nice to you know, come back to where we're at now and what happens. You know, yeah, okay, the 4 characters are coming back, but they're not coming back as we know them. One point that was mentioned by myself and E115 Excellence was, yeah, we're getting the 4 characters back, but they've only just united. They've only just come together as the group. So obviously we like the banter and everything that you hear between them in game and stuff like that. That was obviously for World at War Black Ops, but they don't have that now. They don't know anything about each other. They don't have any familiarities. They don't have any history, any memories, or whatever like that of anything. So, well, not memories, but yeah, they don't have any bond. That's the word I'm looking for. So, what's going to be said? What information is going to be given? How are Treyarch going to mold these? So, you know, are they going to mold these 4? Sorry, are they going to all hate each other at first? So that's going to be an interesting thing to look at as well. Obviously, the robot as well. I'm curious to know how if he can be used to our advantage. More than likely, he should circle around and we can drag him under and squash some zombies, which would be quite cool. I'm also keen to find out how to kill their diesel drones, and if there's obviously a reward for that. And they're like, you know, on this map buried, every so often you can go through the house, kill the poltergeists, and you know, you get a perk reward, same when you did with George on Call of the Dead, and so on and so forth. So there's a few different things. So I wonder if you can do that as well with that, and also to what perks are going to be available to buy, just for the sheer fact that, like, on Moon, you know, as you progress through, you had all the Easter eggs. All the Easter eggs? For fuck's sake, so tired. God, stay awake and concentrate on what you're actually trying to say and say it how it is. That they have all the perks. Yeah, you didn't just have, you know, you had Jug, Revive, Sleight of Hand, Stamina, PhD. You had all of them, and you could get them all obviously by completing the Easter egg. What I would like to see, I think, in the next one would be literally every perk, from World at War to present, as perk machines, as bio machines, and complete the Easter egg or eggs, and you know, get all the perks. I mean, even if they did, if there's he was meant to say Easter eggs, and there is more than one. Maybe you can do one Easter egg, and obviously you get what do you call it? You get the perks, say from like Black Ops 1, or Black Ops 2, and then you do the other Easter egg and you get all the perks from Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, vice versa, you know, depending on which one. So you do one, you get Black Ops 1 perks, then you do another one, you get all the new perks from Black Ops 2. And I think to have a screen full of all perks like that would be absolutely fucking tank. That would be absolutely boss. You'd just be, in fact, I think you'd be indestructible. So a thing I forgot to mention as well, obviously, is when you actually activate the switch, going right back towards something to the beginning of this video. When you actually go back to the beginning of this video, when you hit the button and Richtofen does all his talking and everything, and he condemns Richtofen to eternal suffering, death, misery, shit. Basically, you get a mule kick. But it's not just any mule kick, it's quite a new type of mule kick, which allows you to hold 4 guns. You also have permanent fire sale, so every box location is lit. You know, everywhere there's going to be a box, there will be a box, and also the box is also permanently 10 points. So that's what happens if you complete the Richtofen side. Agarth has mentioned if you complete Max's side, he mentions about now he can finally go through the rift and get to Agartha, save Samantha, free her soul, all this kind of bollocks. And I say bollocks, I'm interested in it, but yeah, I'm slurring tired. But yeah, the key thing I want to pull out of that, obviously, is I put a theory video up that we're going to go to Agartha next, which is a mythical city that's apparently underneath the earth crust in the centre of the earth, and you know, a whole new civilization or race lives there, and so on and so forth. That's the background on Agartha. Now, obviously, we're not going there. We're going to Northern Paris back into 1918. However, I looked a bit more into the whole Agartha thing, and there's basically catacombs scattered everywhere around the globe, around the planet, in certain countries that basically have access, or you can gain access to what are known as catacombs, or basically tunnels, in order to get to Agartha. One of them I might like to bring out as well, actually, which we noticed, and you can read this up on Call of Duty Wiki, or you can go into the game yourself if you've still got Black Ops 1 and you have the Shangri-La map pack, but it's actually brought up by the 2 scientists. Anyone who's done the Shangri-La Easter egg will know that obviously there's 2 scientists that were exploring, or explorers, whatever, they were exploring Shangri-La. They got trapped, and because they were running away from zombies, and they were stuck there, and obviously we're there to travel back and forth in time to try and help them and save them and get them to survive. Anyway, when you go towards the end of the final Easter egg and you're about to acquire the focusing stone, you have to obviously go back in time, and the pack-a-punch machine is no longer there, and you can take the focusing stone. And one of the scientists starts talking, and he mentions about how this must be the main tunnel to Agartha. So he even brings up Agartha in that part of the Easter egg, and that back all the way in Black Ops 1. With a bit of research as well, I looked into Paris apparently holds one of the main catacombs that leads to Agartha, one of the main tunnels. And if again, so much is pointing to Agartha here. If you watch the new trailer that's just been revealed out, you'll notice that there are some soldiers with pickaxes that are smashing through a sealed off wall, and it's got a lot of that kind of like hieroglyphic-y kind of like patterns, the same as written on the words origins, and they're smashing through that. I believe that is one of the catacombs that lead to Agartha, and that's where the zombies came from. They were sealed within Agartha all the time, which is I think what happened in Shangri-La as well also. You know, they were exploring, they unveiled a tunnel and actually opened it up, and obviously all the zombies come out, they fled, and they got themselves trapped underneath the ground somehow, and we helped them work their way back through to where the focusing stone was. However, some reason time kept resetting itself, because obviously when we took the focusing stone we could do the Easter egg again, and a second player could get the focusing stone. So yeah, it's a bit of a complicated thing, but I think we are building towards Agartha, and I think we're going to possibly get to see Agartha, maybe. I'm not too sure. The reason I mention that is because again in the second reveal trailer, when they did the multiplayer maps and the zombie map, the guy mentions about going from one place to an ancient place. And Agartha is pretty fucking old. In fact, the myth and the idea of it has been around for absolutely years. So I don't know, that's my theory, guys, anyway, of what's going to happen. I think we're going to go and back into time and build back up towards Shangri-La in the next DLC, and obviously the next zombie, the whole new game that comes out in 2014. I could be wrong, but that's my theory. Not sure or any clues to what Richtofen wants with Stuhlinger. There is, again, it comes back to the thing, there is something unique about him. There is something that people are finding interesting with him. You know, obviously he's got some form of zombie fetish eating thing inside him, but hey ho. So I'm Grimscree, guys. Thanks for watching the last 20 minutes of me rambling on. But I shall be up to date on the next DLC. I will be uploading as soon as possible. We'll be doing discoveries of the maps at first, obviously, you know, so we'll work it, start the game, explore the first area, have a look around, see what we've got, let you guys see what we're going, and I'll obviously upload as I go along. And if we find anything that possibly leads or activates towards the Easter egg, etc., we find something that we think is of relevance or whatever, it'll be uploaded constantly, so keep tuned. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you can keep up to date for the next Origins videos that will be going up. And yeah, so it's going to be pretty interesting, pretty good. And I'm Grimscree, and I'm out.